Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night WCS Action, live here, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts and USA Darts. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms, blue hair himself, Mr. Nick Durachi Teixeira. Nick, your hair looks fantastic. I'm jealous of it, as always. That's why I always wear a hat. It's just because you have the perfect hair.
Oh, well, I don't even have the best hair that's going to be seen on the show tonight. And you have to wait to the interviews to find out what I mean about that. But
Fair.
I'm excited to be here. If you guys are curious why there's no Will, it's because he doesn't like ladies. But we do. And we're here to commentate some great darts with Meradith McGee and Olivia Terry, which should be a fun matchup, huh, Sean?
It's going to be a great one, man. I'm looking forward to it. Two players coming into this with the exact same average after week one. That's tied for second highest average of the entire week last week. So it's going to be high quality darts the entire time tonight. Who needs a game 5 of the NBA playoffs? We have WCS action coming your way, and I cannot wait for it, man.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and waste no more time here and look right at the tail of the tape. Meradith McGee, famous interviewee nowadays, it feels like, with that little video out there. Goes by the name, what?
Can I stop you real quick? Can we talk about how professionally perfect this picture is? Just like in every way. Like her makeup is like spot on. Just slay queen. All right, keep going.
That was great. Pop off, Sean. Nickname goes Murph or Meredith if she's angry. C&M Darts is the vendor. Trick Shots Metro West is location. Sean wasn't ready for that. 35 plus years playing, 3.6 average, and an 80% win rate after that week 1 8-2 win over Kelly Mears. And throwing the super darts, Meradith McGee, 18 grams. Tough competitor in Meradith McGee, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. She's going to be the more deliberate dart player of the two. So the pace wise, she's going to take her time, and it's nothing that she's doing otherwise, just it's herself, and that's just how she plays. Just something to kind of pay attention to. But the darts that she throws are fantastic. She's going to be pretty textbook on her routine, on her route, and consistency is the name of the game for Meradith. And that's always a difficult opponent to play.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the pace of play there, as I'm curious to see how that will work out tonight with Meradith sometimes taking that extra time between darts and Olivia loving her rhythm. Tell us a little bit about Olivia, speaking of.
Yeah, OT from the TO, Toledo, Ohio is where Olivia Terry is from. 419 Entertainment, playing at Gold Diggers Place tonight. She's been playing for 8+ years, throwing that 3.6 NPR, like we mentioned earlier, a 58.3% win rate. And she is also a Super Darts sponsor player, throwing the Super Darts Black Beauty 18 grams. So we got Super Darts on Super Darts tonight. We have two fantastic friends battling it out on the WCS.
It's in the game. Yeah, no, it's going to be fun, folks. I hope you guys are ready. You're getting what is the truly refreshed duo of Sean and Nick tonight. I want you guys to know we are actually thrilled. I missed you too, man. It's been a long week since we talked.
Yeah. No, listen, we don't really get to. You are extremely busy right now, way busier than you used to be when you were, just kind of a nomad living at home doing nothing. So the fact that you are way busier, you move on Wednesday, man, again, congratulations on all of that. I'm looking forward to you being able to kind of just settle in and kind of get comfortable in your new home. You're going to be way closer to me. I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm excited because that means I get to go over and play on the castle more.
Yeah, I'm going to visit. I'm going to visit you, and you're going to visit me. We'll have a good time.
Absolutely, and we're going to have a great time here with this matchup tonight as Meredith does get the start there. Olivia fighting the bottom side of the wire for all three of those darts.
Yeah, let's go over, if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules of the WCS, or the Women's Singles Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 7, best of 13 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start that match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that, and if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is that beautiful PPD player advantage rule. And Nick, if we go the distance.
We go for speed.
The players will have to give up the darts to someone else around them to throw in the last leg decider. Them the rules, I just make them up. 2 great players won week 1, and now they are trying to see who's going to do battle against Shea Cole next week in the top 4. Is it going to be Meredith McGee? Is it going to be Olivia Terry?
Yeah, and that's a very interesting that's kind of the route, right? Because we saw Olivia and Shay play last season and what was a dramatic debacle for multiple reasons. And I'm curious to see. I love Olivia's mentality. You guys will hear it later on during the interview section. Olivia's mentality is a dangerous one to have for everybody that's playing against her with the summer vacation energy she's approaching this with.
Yeah, and I like that. And I think that she's correct in her interview with what she said. It tends to be when I play my best is the exact same mindset that she's going to have kind of heading into this. I'm excited to see what she can do because OT is one of those players that can beat anyone on any given day. She's proven that over and over again, and I think that she's going to give Shay a tough test. But let's talk about Shay Cole here real quick, okay? Because we have to celebrate one crazy stat from week one, and that is that the second highest average in week one for the WCS was a 3.60, and that was a duo of Meradith McGee and Olivia Terry, who we're seeing playing right now. The highest average was Shay Cole, a 4.71 last week.
One more time.
That is a 1.11 better than the second highest average. That's insane.
Well, it's a testament to Shay's ability, and we talked about it last season when off rip I picked her to take the run for the show, and talked about the high averages. Is her ability to output great marks per round, her ability to just stay consistent between these turns, and what she does is just disgusting. But it doesn't mean that it's an impossible task for these ladies here, as you can see.
Our first boom goes the dynamite, and it goes to Murph.
So here's the problem, though, right? We talk about the average disparity. A longer format favors the higher average. It will always favor the higher average. In a best of three, anybody can beat anybody. Now, does Sean Green lose to Danny Baggish, 99 out of 100 times in a best of three? Maybe. Yes. But maybe there's that one day he had an extra Monster Energy drink. He's all jacked up on Mountain Dew, and he gets the win, right? But in a race to 9, I don't think I beat him 1,000 out of 1,000, let alone Sean Green.
Yeah, no, there's no way that I would ever beat Danny in a race to 9. I don't care if he played left-handed, probably. Listen, let's put this in perspective, right? I got so excited when I played online for 10 games on Saturday night or Friday night, bragged about it, thought I shot phenomenal. I averaged a 3.24. Okay, so both these ladies destroyed that average last week. Shay Cole beat it hands and toes and feet and arms and necks, everything body part wise above me. Let's look at Shay's week last week. Okay. First of all, my condolences to Lane Lysak, who had a player through this. 4.93, 4.15, 5.0, 4.89, 4.91, 613, 3.88, 3.58. Or sorry, the 3.58 was not her. 3.88 was her lowest leg. 3.88 was her lowest leg of that match last week. That is, I don't know if there's a player in this field, man, that can play 7 legs above that.
But there's also a reason we play these matches out, right? Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with your analysis. On paper and through the history we have of last season, it's hard to deny any of that. But we just know that these women in this field are selected for a reason. They are talented, and they are ready to get results. And who knows what could happen here? But no matter what, both of these girls can't be thinking about Shay right now. They have to be thinking about what's in front of them, which is a dead even opponent.
And I guarantee you that is all that they're thinking about right now. They're probably wondering when they look back on this, why are these guys talking about this? Because we haven't even. There's no way they've considered that at this point in time. We do have the bottom side of the bracket filled out, by the way, for the top 4. Taylor Thaxton defeated Nikki Henshaw earlier, and then Jillian Phillips defeated Jenny Howd. Excuse me, I had forgotten who she was playing for a second. 7-4. That update actually came earlier from one of our great viewers, Mr. Justin Hightower.
Oh, there you go. And we appreciate every one of you tuning in here. As I was talking to myself alone in a closet this last weekend, it was nice to actually have a chat here tonight because that was getting way too reminiscent of early high school for me this weekend. I even see some of those players from this area. Leave it. Just leave it. It's Pride Month. But
I was my actual response was going to be, and happy Pride as we move on to that. Huge shout out, by the way, to our LGBTQ plus community for Pride Month. Wishing you guys all the amazingness that you guys deserve, and you all should slay. Let's talk about predictions here, man. It's a tough one. Right, we have two very even-keeled players, very evenly talented players. Both have won major events. So, as far as paper goes, I think it's chalk. So, I don't see this going anywhere other than I don't think I can be responsible and say this isn't going to go 7-6. I'm going to favor Olivia Terry tonight, just because for some reason that's what I'm favoring. And because I know you're going to pick your Floridian.
I actually was leaning Olivia. I love me some Murph, and everyone knows that. If you don't know, I promise you, there's plenty of love between my forever prom date, Meredith McGee. But Olivia Terry, she's on summer vacation. She's a teacher that has nothing to do but have fun right now. And she literally even said after the interview's over, I am so excited that I can actually enjoy this season. Don't have to do nothing tomorrow or the next day. And then she held up a margarita. So I'm just saying, I think that there's a lot of relaxation on Olivia's side that I think will bring out some of the best darts for her. And I think it's actually going to be a 7-5 tonight at that.
Okay. I like that. Obviously, I am doing summer teaching completely wrong. OT has got that down pat, and I am just, I think, more stressed right this second than I was at the end of the school year, which is actually shocking because I didn't think that was possible. So mental health wise, it's been one of those summers so far. But that being said, excited for OT that she's able to turn that switch off and get that rest and relaxation because as a fellow teacher, God knows she needs that. We need that. So shout out to her. And I'm happy that she's found her happy place here at the Aki because that can also be a stressful place to turn up after trying to like calm down a little bit. But leg number one looking good.
Well, Sean, if you want to come over to my apartment, I got an extra bedroom with your name on it. We'll get the new Nintendo Switch. We'll play some Mario Kart and some darts.
I'm in. Film some content.
Nope, no filming. It's just for us. We can just have a moment. We'll light some candles.
Good.
There'll be spaghetti.
Let me back up. Film some darts related content and some Mario Kart related content that we can put out on normal social media platforms.
That's what I was saying.
And then you can say the other stuff that you were going to say afterwards that now seem a lot more normal.
I just make a really good spaghetti.
I
throw it at the wall and everything. Meredith McGee trying to throw it at the 20s to get things going. Looking forward to seeing how she gets settled in here. I think that first Lake Blues was kind of the case for her. And she's playing league with Kenny Doyle. You can see him sitting in the background, Santa Claus. It is not that time of year, but he's still out and about. It actually is starting to get to a busy season for Kenny because he works at owns a firework business. And it's 4th of July right around the corner.
Oh. And baby, he is a firework. I'll tell you what. And OT from the TO, big 7 to open up. Leg number 2.
Tyler Hensey saying he'd crush both of us in Mario Kart, but he can't even hold the steering wheel controller. Hey, Tyler, thanks for tuning in tonight.
Aren't you supposed to be like playing like Beat the Pro or something right now?
Wait,
what are you doing?
Play the Pro. We're completely branded different.
Oh, sorry. And on Monday night, how dare you? And here we go. OT from the TO gets herself a big 7 mark, and she goes back-to-back 7s to start us off.
This is going to be one of those nights, Chad. So make sure that we don't have any screen recordings turned on, because what happens here stays here tonight.
Oh, Carol Ann in there saying, I love when it's you two on the mic, my faves. That is so sweet, and means a lot.
Yeah, no, very much appreciated. Yeah, exactly. I was like, there's so many combinations. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Porky Mooney combo. Some of those national and all-star streams with them, it's so funny to watch them interact.
It's always fun when our C team's really our A team, but our A team just gets more attention.
It's because of our hair.
Yeah, our hair. Yep.
Look at Olivia Terry, by the way. Just absolutely one-way traffic in this leg.
Fuego. Yeah. Yeah, she's throwing lights out here in leg number 2. And if you're Murph, you're fine. It's just 2-0. Potentially is the score line here. A long match left to go, and we know Meradith. She's not gonna be rattled by any part of this. The only thing that she might be rattled about, Nick, and you might be able to tell me more than anyone else, is maybe like how her average is, maybe how she's shooting to start off with.
No, I don't. She's never been one to care about the numbers. She's always been kind of the school of Porky in the sense of like, it's about what you win, not how you shot it. And what cool stuff happens, don't get me wrong. But for her right now, it's just about trying to settle in with her form and just get that rhythm that she wants tonight, because she's going to talk to herself the entire time she's throwing, talk her darts one way or another into going where she wants them to go. And she knows that she has a good crowd supporting her today. I think this is a good group with Wendy and Samson back there. You got Cap, you got Scott, you got Mark, of course, her lovely husband that has made it very clear that he noticed I cut his big thank you from Meradith out of the interview that got posted. He's like, yeah, there's a whole section there, Mark. It was like 5 minutes is about you. I promise.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
You were at least mentioned. I saw the actual like whole thing, and it was you're in there. Let's put it that way.
My favorite part of that video, a little behind the scenes, is also that there's a section there where Meredith's talking about how she went to college for Parks and Rec and got in trouble with her parents because she spent more time doing recreational activities, a la playing darts during college. Then she said, "Look where I am now, Mom."
Recreational activities. OT from the TO makes it a 2-0 scoreline, 4.59.
And Murph, another game below with 3. Not a recipe to success early on, but this is the point where it starts to matter. You can't let this slip any further. You can take a 2-0 down, play for a break at some point, but you got to get yourself settled in. You got to start throwing it. She's taking off the, that's a cooler, by the way. It's not like a speaker or anything. That's like a fan around her neck. So she's taking it off. She's getting serious now.
I don't know why she'd want to cool herself down instead of heating herself back up, but here we go. It's also Florida.
Very hot all the time.
June. Yeah. Yeah. You're actually, I don't know how much of a difference you're going to feel with it just summer and
humidity. Is the big difference, man.
I know, but like, I'm interested. I'm interested to see how that works. But OT again for the 3rd consecutive leg. Meredith does not start off closing the 20s. OT closes those 20s and capitalizes with points. It's difficult for Meredith to start off just behind on the highest number every leg so far.
Yeah, she just hasn't got the momentum down. I mean, she's not a rhythm player. She's always super mechanical, talking to herself about her darts as she's throwing them. But it just, you could tell that there's just not the right, like, I know this first dart's going in type of confidence that when she does have, she's nailing 9s left and right, which she does have the only one hit tonight, but doesn't matter if it's on the losing side of the affair. Yeah,
OT is death by 1,000, 7 marks and 5 marks right now. And that's been killing it early on in this match. But like I just mentioned, early on in this match, a long way to go. This is a marathon, not a sprint here. Race to 7 in this WCS format. The bottom side of the bracket, Nick, Taylor Thaxton will be taking on Jillian Phillips. Fancy Pants Phillips making to the top 4 against Taylor Thaxton. That's going to be a heck of a battle next week.
Yeah, I love everything about that matchup. A little sad to see Nikki take the loss there. I saw her Facebook post that some family matters kind of pulled her focus away before the match. But I am happy to see that we were going to get Taylor Thax and Jillian Phillips on the 23rd. So that's going to be the next stream. Yep. We already know that for a fact. Look at PPD being on top of it, by the way. That and then after that, Shay Cole versus the winner of this matchup. And to answer Kristen's question, yes, Caitlin Myers is in the season. And hello, Kristen. Great to see you again.
Yeah, looking to see if there's any of those matches incoming from the Lucha side, and I do not have a single update from those matches. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to next week. The Taylor Thaxton, Jillian Phillips match is going to be fantastic, and another great showcase of two fantastic dart players, just like this week is here with Meradith and OT.
Meredith, this is a good moment to try to get settled back in. And you look at this and you say, how is this a good moment? She's still within a 9 mark, and she's above a 3 right now. Yes, Olivia's throwing a 4.25, but this is still a winnable leg, and that 7 is a great start to that campaign. It's about getting that first win, changing the mentality, and trying to flip the script a little bit here. John Pilgrim, congrats on your win, sir.
OT fired back with a nice 5 mark after the 7 from Meredith, but Meredith's right back in that trip 17. This is the type of thing where if you're a player that really likes to think through every shot, is not going to have that idea as you approach the line about what you're going to do on each singular dart, having Meredith's pace is ideal for you to be able to kind of take that step back every time. If I would honestly dictate your throwing pace based off of that, right? Are you the type of person that plans ahead time, knows exactly where you're going, knows your math better than or stronger than most? You can kind of throw it a little bit faster pace. But if you really enjoy that, take a step back, regroup, rethink it through each time, which there's players who do that and do that extremely well, then having Meredith this deliberate pacing is way better.
Well, so I just came from a steel event this last weekend, right? And steel is all for a lot of players. It's all about rhythm, standing immediately at the hockey, ready to throw as soon as they clear the path. It's very common out there. If you were playing soft tip in 2025, majority of it has some remote element at some point. Whatever league or system you're playing in probably has some remote aspects. You have to self-pace. You cannot rely on a rhythm with the opponent. In person, you can. Yes, there's still a screen changeover, but it's a very consistent speed. But with remote, you already have to wait for the screen transition over anyways. So you can't let someone's pace affect you too much. It's a skill that has to be learned, and I think Olivia's a great example. She has her back turned to the screen almost the entire time, usually looking at her tablet there, either reading chat or watching basketball or talking with somebody, and that's a recipe for success.
Agreed completely. And I think that is absolutely purposeful, Nick, knowing your opponent, knowing to be prepared for that. We've seen OT clear out a room before of people, hey, I'm going to focus completely. You all need to leave. But we've also seen her have people behind her that she can talk to and communicate with as she's waiting for the throw. And right now, Murph is battling hard here in leg number 3. And this has been impressive. This is going to be a good leg.
Murph has entered the match now. That is what this leg is. And it's Olivia hasn't slowed down her gear really. I mean, this is a very competitive pace throughout this entire leg. Murph is just thinking, man, why wasn't this here 2 legs ago? Because this is what we expect, and this is a big moment in this turn. Trip 16 for an 18. It should be the shot. Oh.
Looked good. Yeah, it looked really good. What do you do here, Nick?
Well, I think about rethrowing the second dart and try to find the trip 16. I mean, you can pop the 18 on the last.
Oh, no, you can't miss it, though.
You can, but here's the thing. Olivia's good enough to hit trip 15, trip 16. I don't want to leave her the 6 mark. And that's the question you're asking yourself. Do I want to leave my opponent the 6 mark? If I go up there and I instead trip the 16 on that shot, as I forgot to hit the button. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I go up there and I trip the 16 on that last start. Well, then she has to go trip 18, trip 16, trip 15 to truly lock me out. I think I'd rather gamble on OT having to hit a 9 than a 6. And that's my mentality of why I would stay. Now, this shot, if I hit 415s, I still shoot 18 every time because I'll take 4 to 3 on the bulls every single time. Oh.
Did you get rid of the 18 on dart 2?
No.
Even though the second dart as a single or a triple didn't matter?
Correct. But here's the thing. She's good enough to not miss. Yes, I know she did just miss a single 18. She's good enough to not miss it. And you want to ride that dart on the first dart trip to try to find a second triple. You want to have the momentum instead of going up and down. If it was a 15 to 17, maybe I feel different. But yeah, it's too big of a transition. I would rather stay there and try to find the rhythm. Sometimes it's about the feel, not the math.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, I'm thinking math-wise, right? The trip 15, the single 15 on dart 2 doesn't add an extra bowl at all. It's the same exact point total. So getting rid of that 18 on dart 2, knowing you're going to need to get rid of that 18, and that's your main primary goal. That's why I shoot at the 18 in case I miss on dart 2. I'm hitting that on dart 3 still. Because it just tells you what to do. That being said, Murph, one more bowl needed to steal leg number 3. Big darts from Meredith.
And this is why I always take a 4 to 3. It can happen. You can hit it, and now she's on the board. That's a big win here in a very dangerous scenario.
Needed momentum shift, possibly.
I would go certainly. Jillian saying, let's go, ladies. Congrats on your win and looking forward to seeing you play Taylor next week. Actually, almost about a year ago, I had my first conversation with Miss Fancy Pants Phillips when I started doing the interviews for those going out to the invitational shootout. Almost a year. I mean, we probably have been tangentially related for longer, but still, love it. That's a real word, right?
Sounded perfect, buddy.
Thanks, Teach.
I knew I should have. I knew buying you that word of the day calendar really is going to pay off one day.
Too bad I don't know how to read yet, but the pictures are great.
You sounded out that word pretty nicely. I'm going to be honest with you. It was pretty good. You could have said archive instead.
Oh, you should have. I had a bad one. Thankfully it's recorded and I'm outing myself for no other reason. But whatchamacallit, when I was at Cherry Bomb, Tammy Dauber said, oh, you should call me Tamara. I don't remember. We were joking around. She said, call me Tamara next time I'm on the main board. And so I was like, row for Tamara. And I tried to do like one of those, but I just started slipping on all those syllables. And I just went into the microphone. And I literally said, and cut that out of the video as it was getting recorded.
Absolutely. I love everything about that. You know how it goes. Oh, man. How about this? Jessica Melton, last time I heard from my insider, Mr. Hightower, he said it was 2-1 over Caitlin Myers.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup because Melton has been impressive ever since I started watching her play. Especially, I remember she hit a big shot over in Chicago last year. I think she took a 6-start 301, if I recall correctly. A very tough competitor every time she's on the board. And Caitlin Myers, I mean, she started off with her WCS debut and was truly impressive and hasn't really looked back since.
Yeah, I remember Caitlin playing in the second Booyah Cup. I believe it was the second Booyah Cup was my first. and she just impressed me throughout that weekend. I think she made top 4. So yeah, that entire loser side, man, if you really look at it, like all 8 of those players are just top talent in the US right now when it comes to soft tip female darts. And they're all great matchups. It's actually kind of insane to look at that left side. Heidi Nelson versus Therese Schieser, Caitlin Myers, Jessica Melton, Lane Lysak, Nicole Torres, who we saw last week perform extremely well, and Kelly Mears. Alyssa Evans averaged a 3.41 last week. Shout out to Liz for that bad boy of an average against a very tough Olivia Terry.
And speaking of women in darts, shout out to Masa for picking up Kaja Prisbole. As I see Christian Dad's tuning in. Aloha, sir.
And look at OT from the TO once again, trying to KO her opponent and go up 3-1.
Ruh-roh. I didn't have like letters, but I thought that was close enough to like KO, Ruh-roh. If you didn't like it, wah. Here we go. Back to it.
I lied to you earlier. Just for the record.
Did you? I think that is in the bowl, by the way. Yeah, that definitely is. Murph hit the hat. Olivia see it? Yeah, Olivia. Oh, maybe not. Olivia's in the zone.
Olivia don't see it.
No, Olivia. OT does not care. OT. And now OT's.
Yeah. This is chaos.
This is so funny. Because no.
She's just gonna hit that one in. She still walked away. She just walked away again. This is amazing. She doesn't care. Meredith's like, whatever. I have to go back up there. Welcome to the W. This is just chaos. Kaylee's saying she got 2 off of Shea on vacation. That's pretty impressive.
Sorry, that's just an incredibly funny.
That's never happened before. That is the first time, and that will be the only time. That
Murph's like, why is OT ignoring me? And OT's like, why are we still waiting? I sent a message in the player chat, but I think OT's like, what else do you want? Just keep going. Trust it. Trust him. No, don't do it.
She did it again. Oops, she did it again. They're taking a picture now, like they think that's the problem. This is amazing.
Olivia, you have a player chat. You have a player chat. There we go. I think she's finally checking her phone.
No, just mime the whole time. Just mime it.
The odds of the both misregistering at that moment is so low.
Vince is gonna be like, this game's canceled because there's so many unthrows.
It's so funny. They almost ran out of unthrows just trying to fix this one incident. Oh, hey, man.
I want to give a huge shout out to a Team USA member who's in our chat right now. JVD. Love you, buddy.
Oh.
Proud of you as always.
Speaking of JVD, at Cherry Bomb, I was browsing the dart shop. I always look for something cool to put in the dart case. And there was a sign. He had a signed set of Loxley darts there from Pickled Pig Supplies.
Nice.
So I was like, you know what? I actually don't have this one. So I went ahead and picked it up for my case.
That's amazing. There you go. All right. And now OT can push in those bulls, and now we're ready to play some darts again.
Yep. Now OT gets her 2 bulls back.
And here we go. That was so funny.
That was such a funny scenario there. Incredible work. All right, back to the match. Meradith McGee. She's like, no, Murph, it's your turn. What are we confused about now?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mark's saying, no, it's your throw. It's good now.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
And she hits bull, of course.
Oh, please just hit a hat trick.
This is her pace. That's all it is. This is just her pace.
This is nonsense.
That was kissed way low.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but man, oh man. All right, funny little incidents, but Olivia should still be able to walk through with this leg and get things back in direction here, as I haven't even hit the button because there was so much happening there. Well, not quite yet.
It's not over with yet. So you're saying there's a chance.
See, Murph's strategy all along was to malfunction both boards to be able to do this.
Smart.
You guys are playing checkers. She's playing 4D paintball.
I was about to say that's some future type stuff right there, to be able to live that much into the future.
Oh,
and now I still stay on bowl. I mean, maybe take out the 18, but realistically,
it's
point as much as possible.
Yeah, it's either you stay on there and try to set up a 8 mark or you go after the double and you hit 2 18s. I agree with you there, Sean, but I think she should stay. She does, but I think the hesitation there kind of broke down just a little bit of the rhythm that she probably needed in that moment. Olivia needs to regain that point lead, though. She's playing aggressive. Oh, no.
That's a bold move, Cotton. We're going to see if it pays off.
Well, yeah, because it requires a 4 mark on our next visit.
Yep. And that's if Meredith doesn't close this out with an 8 mark, which is doable for sure for someone like Meredith.
Well, and Meredith, even if she hits a 5, it becomes a 6 mark on the 15s. Right? No. It becomes a 5 mark instead of a 4. Bad math.
It's okay. I still love you.
But even then, with that, though, instead of making it a 4 into a 5 mark, I would have started 18s because my goal is to close at 2 numbers there. And if I get all 3, even better. In that instance, right? 20s and 18s is super valuable to close because it makes the shot harder. Now, Olivia should, asterisk, be able to take this one.
Not for sure. Yeah, there it is. OT from the TO makes it a 3-1 lead, but I'm going to give Meredith a lot of credit there for making that tougher on OT than it should have been. OT should have hit one bowl like way earlier, but because she didn't, Meredith put a lot of pressure on. That was really impressive. See, you said the momentum has it's become more of a battle. That was below a 3 for Meredith, but the battle was there, right, Nick?
Yeah, the fight was there. The timing was better. There was a lot more to like from Meredith's game in that moment. There was nothing in that leg that tells me that she fell off again after the strong leg. Olivia, on the other hand, currently averaging after 4 legs a 4-1. So there's a lot to like there as well.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's higher than any leg I shot on Friday night.
Maybe we'll play a little league or something. Maybe I gotta get you. I want to get you set right. I'm gonna make a pro out of you.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Find like a 2-hour spot in the middle where we can meet?
We just play. We just pick a league and then we schedule all of our matches, like half the league in like at a time. We have a day where we just play darts. We have chicken wings. We eat chicken wings together sometimes, like in New York. Something we've done. Sean's oddly quiet when I mentioned that we ate chicken wings in New York once.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said the spot I picked was overrated. Actually,
oh yes. Yeah, Buffalo. We're talking about Buffalo.
Yeah,
okay,
well, that's still in New York.
Actually, the sauce was good. There was nothing wrong with the sauce. The sauce was actually pretty fantastic. There wasn't too much wrong with it. Look at Meredith. Speaking of nothing wrong with things. Trying to save me with a 9 mark, but saves it well enough with a 6. Well done. Sorry, Kyle's in the chat. He played me a few legs on Friday night. Was one of 2 players to actually beat me in a set. But it was a 4.09, Kyle. So the 4.1 from OT is still better.
Very true. Yeah. Look at this though. I like what Meredith's doing right here. As looks like Greg Fontaine gave a little wave to everybody back in Florida as he's heading out. Very familiar with the Florida crowd. You guys didn't get to see those off to the side there, but Greg used to come all the time to a lot of the Florida tournaments. And Darts for Dogs. That is also true.
That's I think what I knew him from. So big 6 mark from Murph, and it was a huge last dart. She's definitely playing with a lot more confidence. 5.75 here in leg number 5.
See, so Florida had this deal with one of these there was one of the Ohio vendors. This is pre-COVID, where they could actually send players from Ohio to the Florida State tournament. It was a weird, like, friend of a friend type of deal that we had going on. So, Jermaine Kirkendall, Greg Fontaine, all those guys, I would see them come down to the Florida State tournament back when I was brand new into the game. And that's where I met those guys. And Greg Fontaine would also come to, like, the Florida Bull Shooter. I got a chance to play him in that as well. Got the dub. Don't tell Greg I'm bringing that up.
Chuck said, is Kenny Doyle still playing darts? You mean like tonight or like in general? Definitely in general. Played earlier, I'm sure. I don't know about any more tonight.
No, they probably finished the league match or warm-up session, one or the other. And I assume he watched it because he was there for the first couple of days. He's got to go deliver presents, folks. He has stuff to do. Three bowls needed for Murph, and she's been good on these bowls tonight. She was good on these bowls tonight.
Talk about your all-time jinxes. Oh, that actually gave her a 20, and it should have been a bull. Haley saying, go, Olivia, go. Or something like that.
No, that was about right. Or she's like actually terrified and someone's chasing her. She's like, go, Olivia, go. Like it's a warning.
Like save yourself.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
So you're saying Haley is a hero, really?
Yeah, no, very noble. It's like the Paul Revere of the dart chat tonight.
Congratulations, Haley.
Shout out to Revolutionary War references from Nick Teixeira tonight, too. Don't know where I pulled that one from.
Why? Because there's 2 of them.
Well, this is getting scrappy. I complimented Meredith Bulls one time.
This is almost the opposite of the previous leg.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a case of the inverse here. 48-point difference. It looks like Wendy was helping grab Meredith's dart. Shout out to Bat Mom Wendy.
Putting some 20s into the darts. Is that what she's doing?
Oh, this break can't come soon enough.
Amen.
Murph trying to get that point lead back. Needs to stay now. Or, I mean, you can switch to 17 for the cover. You don't have to stay specifically on 20, but he needs to stay on points. Yeah, I would have probably preferred her to move. She kicked right into those flights.
Opportunity. Ooh, went for the double first, and I like that. Yep, and I like right back of the bowl.
Oh, and she stacks it. That's that incredible darts, even as the pressure continues to mount on. A 4-1 versus a 3-2. Very different scenarios going into the break.
And I would argue that much more meaningful for Meredith to get this. It's a great start.
Again, needed to hit at least a single there to take the pressure off this last start. It's a must hit, but it's wide open on the treble. And good line, doesn't go. And Olivia's shot got a little bit easier. Now just needing a single for the go sign to steal third. Yeah, baseball. What's the to you?
I was just impressed. That's what it was.
I learned it from a rap song. I don't watch baseball.
Man, Greg gets in the chat as soon as you tell him talk about beating them.
Listen, I didn't go on a whole I beat Greg story. It just was a fun fact.
No, you've been talking about it this entire time.
Oh, stop
Murph
it.
Did not go for the win.
Justin,
let me know the score update. 3-2 lead now for Caitlin Myers.
That was after a 2-0 start for Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Murph slowing herself down here, trying to get resettled. Again, I do like the idea of this staying on the points play, and then she moves on to the bull.
Yeah, I was good with staying on points after the second dart, but if you're going to take the second dart at the bull, then yeah, that makes more sense, but OT needs to still take advantage of it.
That's the bare minimum. And does get a little bit extra. Greg, neither of us were playing our best back then, though, brother. I don't hold it to either one of our accolades.
He literally talked about it for 5 minutes, though, Nick. Greg. Maybe 10. It's actually been this whole leg. Meradith, one bull needed to make this a 3-2 scoreline. Big moment, and it goes. That's a huge, huge victory for Meradith there in leg number 5, my friend.
Yeah, a great performance there as OT goes down to a 3.9 and Murph goes up to a 3.32 going into this break here. And it is break time, folks, so don't go far. We're going to take a moment here, hear from these wonderful, wonderful ladies, and have another great interview from Murph and always great interviews from Olivia. Nick Teixeira and Sean Green on the call. We'll be right back with more great darts. Joined here for week 2 of the WCS, Meradith McGee. Hale, welcome back on our show here tonight. Oh my goodness, we match. I did not know that was going to be the case. What vendor are you playing for? What bar are you playing out of, Twin?
I'll be playing out of Trick Shots Metro West in Orlando for C&M Darts.
I love this energy right now. Murph, we've seen you play a few seasons now of the WCS. How's it feel to be back for season 4?
It feels great. The last season I was still kind of recovering with my little hand incident, and so it's much better now. So I'm trying to just do my best, try my best, and see what happens. I don't know.
Well, now you got another fun one in front of you. You got Olivia Terry tonight, another competitor that's been in for multiple seasons of WCS and performed quite well at that. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
Just relax and have fun. I love Olivia. We were actually supposed to play women's doubles in Chicago this past year, but she was unable to attend. And so, I have all the faith in the world that she's going to do her best and put on a great show. And I probably have more faith in her than I do in myself, but I'm looking forward to it. It's always fun to play her, and she's just a great person on top of that.
You're quite popular on social media right now with the interview kind of going around of you talking about the dart community. I mean, what does it feel like to see the big community outpour and outreach towards you?
It's been 99.9% just embracing and wonderful, and just people understand. I just basically said what other people think and had the platform to be able to express it. And, I just let it flow. I just, of course you cut to, I talk, and I talked a lot longer, but, that minute and a half was good, and it made me cry when I watched it. And it's the truth. And I love darts and the people, and I just keep going.
And speaking of the people, is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Well, thank you for your support. Supporting all the women that are playing, it will help our game grow, and be nice to one another.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and matching hair. Really, you're bringing out extra bonus points in the commentary booth tonight, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match tonight.
This is Meradith McGee. You're watching the WCS.
Get ready for summer with our June Dart of the Month, featuring the 180 Lawrence Ilagan Gunner Dart Series for 15% off all month long. Ilagan is one of the biggest pros in Asia, representing the Philippines with 8 World Darts Championship appearances and an unforgettable PDC career. Each of the Gunner's darts are specially crafted to fit his signature grip and play style, so you can relive his success with every dart you throw. Choose your favorite barrel from a variety of eye-catching colors like gold, rose gold, rainbow, and jade green. You can also get a chance to win your color choice of a 180 Shard Mini Wallet Dart case in red, orange, blue, or purple with our monthly raffle. Just purchase our June Dart of the Month special and that's it. You're automatically entered into our giveaway. The raffle ends July 1st, so head on over to our website to enter today. You won't want to miss out on this sweet deal. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month. And don't worry, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Joined here by OT from the TO, Olivia Terry for week 2 of the WCS. Tonight, Olivia, what vendor are you playing for and what bar are you playing out of?
I'm playing for 419 Darts, and I'm playing out of Gold Diggers out of Toledo, Ohio.
Well, I'm excited to have the birthday girl here with us for this matchup tonight. And we've seen you play 4 seasons now, the WCS, from when it was doubles to singles. How's it feel to be in it after 4 long seasons?
It's awesome. Like you said, this is my 4th season. It's an honor to play on this platform with amazing women. So, like I said, it's only 16 of us that get to do it, and I'm one of them, and I'm very happy about that accomplishment.
And now you got Meradith McGee tonight, a tough opponent that's also been here through all 4 seasons. Talk to us about what your game plan is.
Man, Meredith, there's so much to say about her. One of the things is her video that she, her interview she had with you was very touching, and everything she said was spot on. You know, she started this game just playing, just wanted to, play with friends and hang out and build relationships. And, she's very highly respected in the dart community. She's been playing for a very long time. And, it's just an honor to play against her. It's an honor to be her friend.
We talked last season about some extra motivation and push you had after some harsh predictions from the commentators in your match against Shay Cole. Can you talk to us about your expectations and your proclamations for this season?
My expectation this season is probably a little bit different. I really think I put a lot of pressure on myself. I came out, I wanted it too much. And, in anything you play, if you want it too much, you're just going to, overdo it a little bit. So I think this year, I'm coming in, just free bird. I'm just going to go with the flow. I really haven't been playing much darts. I've been taking a lot of breaks. Haven't traveled as much, which has been nice. And I've been doing a lot of umpiring, which I love. I've been enjoying it. So, but, it made me come back and realize, man, I really mix darts and I miss the love for the game. So I'm just going to go with it, go with the flow and just enjoy it.
Absolutely right there. And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
I want to thank my friends, my family. I want to thank my vendors for allowing me to play and always being there to support me. I want to thank my sponsors, Super Darts, GMD, and that Thirsty Duck out of Toledo, Ohio. I appreciate y'all a lot.
Well, OT from the TO, birthday girl, and ready to have another fun season here. We're excited to see you on the main stage once again, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
I'm Olivia Terry, and you're watching the WCS.
Welcome back from our great break, hearing from our 2 competitors. 3-2 scoreline in favor of OT from the TO. Big victory in the last leg for Meradith McGee, so it will be OT going first. Sean Green joined once again by interviewer extraordinaire Nick Teixeira. Nick, when talking to the ladies today, what was the vibe you were getting from both?
They were thinking, man, does he really still have blue hair? No.
Right.
The vibe I got from... Well, I know my roots. I mean, this is like a month.
No, you redid the roots.
Yeah,
it still looks good. That's what I was trying to say.
This is from like right before Chicago, so this would have been like almost exactly a month ago. So thank you, everyone. I'm sure you guys were complimenting. I kept seeing all the comments complimenting about the blue hair. I assume you mean mine, not Murph. So thank you. Can we just shout out that Murph got the exact shade of blue right? By the way, that's crazy.
with the glasses, it was all around fantastic. Steven asked a great question. Where's Meredith playing out of? Trick Shot Metro West. Great location there. In the Orlando area, correct?
Yeah, so if you're in the Orlando area, hi, I'm leaving Orlando forever. Goodbye, friends. But I do know a couple good spots. If you're looking for especially great soft tip darts, Trick Shots Metro West is where I always played league out of. If you're looking for a good active, like you're hanging out with dart people crowd though, because Trick Shots is hit or miss on if it's more of a pool bar. Rogue Pub is great. It's beer and wine only. If that's a hit or miss, but they have steel and soft tip boards. I also used to play league out of there. So Rogue Pub is great and they have amazing food. Trick Shots Metro West. And if you're going towards like the Longwood area, it's not called Flanagan's anymore. It just got bought, but there's a nice bar out there in the Longwood area. That was almost helpful. Anyways, to talk to your question, Sean, about what the ladies' vibes were, we already talked a little bit with Olivia. It was carefree. It was relaxed. It was feeling good. And it was a summer vacation, blue hair, don't care energy. Well, Meredith actually had blue hair in her interview, and hers entirely was.
But did she care?
No, I mean, it's Meredith. She was actually more excited to show me her dart room after the interview was over than anything. And proceeds to try to flip the camera in the interview software we use. It's not, you can't do it. Oh, it's Patty's. Thank you, Sabrina. I was just played there the other day. I should know this. But Meredith kept trying to flip her camera over to show me her dart room, and at no point did I bother telling her that she can't flip her camera. And so for 5 minutes she's just tapping her screen trying to show me her dart room. That's where Meredith's head's at. She's just relaxed. She even made a note to mention in the interview itself that her wrist last season was a lot more bothersome than it does feel nowadays, and that's another factor of why we could see some higher performance out of her.
Mario giving us an update. 4-3 scoreline in favor of Lane in her match. I had an update 4-2 lead now for Caitlin Myers over Jessica Melton. So a few updates for you. The Lane Lysak Nicole Torres match actually going to be an interesting, a real interesting battle, and it really has been so far to be 4-3 scoreline. But yeah, I love Meredith so much because anyone who watched that 1.5-minute clip, that, by the way, I cannot wait to see. Guys, you don't understand like how much behind the scenes that Nick did and has been doing on this project, and how great it just looked for Murph's, not just what she said, but just how really, really clean the entire thing looked. I'm really looking forward to it. I know it's going to be fantastic. So shout out to you for all that fantastic work, buddy. But that's just Murph, right? Like that's why it's so real to all of us who watch it. That's just her. It's her being her, right?
Yeah, it's very genuine. Here's exactly how that process went. Hey, Meredith, can you do an interview talking about what darts means to you? Sure. We get back there. I have her fill out her release papers because we try to do things prim and proper for some of these more advertisement-based stuff. And so had her fill out her, as she called them, her model papers. Once she finished filling them out, she's like, can I use the restroom before we get going? I was like, sure. She goes use the restroom. She comes back fully covered in tears running down her face.
Already?
She's like, I thought about your question more and I didn't know it was going to hit me like this. So yes, that is Meredith. She did not play it up to the camera. She was born like that. She was built different.
Speaking of built different, OT from the TO, 4.41 out of the break, and it's a 4-2 score line now in favor of OT. Race to 7, folks, for those of you just joining us.
And right now, looking again, OT after the break with this leg completed, 3.99 average, putting on a nearly 0.4 improvement from her last week average. Meredith having a 0.4 decrease as she's at a 3.17. So not only is OT picking up her game, but Meredith's proportionally below hers as well, which is making this chalk matchup seem a little bit more one way, but the scoreline is well within reach. It's just 2 good legs in a row for Meredith to make this chalk.
And a great 2 darts from Meredith after the first one missed into the 20s. And that's been key for her throw. She has got to start off well in those 20s like she just did right there.
Yeah, and there's a slowdown, right? Olivia only grabs the 3 on the 19s. Meredith can go ahead and start 9s if she wants, and just commit to the close. I think that's what she's planning on doing here as well. Now, this is where I pull parachute. I'm down for it too. I'm going to play a little bit safer in this moment. I don't stay for a second dart. Now, if I trip my second dart at the 20, then I go back down. But that's what I'm thinking there. Now, take the look.
See, I'm an idiot in Dart 2. I stay on the 19s, but that's just because I'm an idiot. It's not because it's the right play at all. That was fantastic for Meredith. What a third dart out of nowhere.
I love it. I love it. No, that's great play there. And I get what you're saying with the stay. It's easy because you already marked the distance, but never mind.
OT with some TNT. Boom goes the dynamite.
Or one apiece there. I just think it's good discipline, right? If you don't have the single mark go ahead, it's so hard to justify staying there because it becomes a must hit. The pressure on that dart becomes higher, and there's higher rewards for missing if you go to the 20s and 18s. Meredith, great strategy on the play.
Oh, absolutely it is. Because I'm telling you guys right now, I know what I'm doing. That second dart's going to hit a single 19, and then I'm going to like roll my eyes at myself, right? Before going back up to the 20s, and then missing into a single 5, and now the whole leg's lost already. So Merritt did that perfectly. OT responded in what we can call a perfect way with the 9 mark, almost closing the 18s as well here.
Yeah, a very aggressive stay, right? She went for the aggressive first dart, finds it, decides to stay on the 18 for 2, which does make this a little interesting. But no matter what, Meredith needs to stay up at the 18s for 2 darts. You have the X on it. Now she's debating. You have the X. You assume the 18s are going away next turn. You either try to squeeze it for all the juice it's got, or you start your insurance policy. She chose to squeeze. Makes sense. There's a lot of oranges for orange juice in Florida.
Yeah, just try to get that pulp out of there.
Who drinks juice with pulp? Like, who is that person that's like,
me?
Can I have what?
I am a pulp fan. I know that might not be ideal for a lot of people. I know I'm not alone in that, actually. Mike Maloney is also a person who, well, actually, Mike, I think, hates pulp. It's one or the other. I forget. But it's one of those things where, like, if it's the same as me, like, that's a win. And if it's the opposite of me, it's a win. That's because it's Mike Maloney, right? It's a polarizing figure in that way. But Mike's going to tell us in the chat here in just a second because you know him. He hears his name and he comes running. Mike! Congratulations, by the way, on baby number 4. Quinn. Gotta love that. Melanie saying orange juice with pulp or bust. Look at this. All the pulp. Boom.
I would be mad, but
this isn't Pulp Fiction,
Melanie's
my friend.
Here, so I can say the word Cox. Hi, Melanie Cox.
Ridiculous. By the way, Melanie, you need to understand that one day, like 2 weeks ago, we got a random video message from Will, and it just is him going, "Thanks a lot, Nick." And then you play the clip, and it's the very end of a winning match for like the entire title, and Nick gives you the shout out at the very end of it. So you gotta love it.
I love it because it was the delayed screwing with Will moment. Like that's what exactly it was. Oh man, no, I absolutely enjoy it. And by the way, a lot of chat like in Pulp. I thought that was all fiction, folks. That's why they made that movie, right?
Nope, they made that movie because it was brilliant.
It's my favorite movie.
Oh no. Shot Marvin in the face. It's probably my favorite line of the whole thing. Just how just nonchalant he is about it. It's so wonderful. Oh man. I shot Marvin in the face.
Say what again? We're giving high praise to Meredith in chat, by the way, saying, I've known Meredith for 35 years, and she has been instrumental in the growth of darts of the years, and goes on to talk about how positive and infectious Murph is. That's her in person to a T. If you ever have the opportunity to meet her at a dart tournament, I guarantee you she will be happy to sit there and chat your ear off. Even when we were playing together, we would always chat each other's ear off. In fact, in her dart room, Murph, my dad, and I got first place in Florida State mixed trips all those years ago, and it was still on her wall.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Pretty Gold isn't a real person. Or else my name's Pretty Green.
Your name's pretty stupid. Sorry.
Did you get rid of her yet?
Yes. I think.
Sorry, Chenzo and Brandon, if you guys were really down for that and just didn't want to. I knew when she said nice one to Bobby and Bobby just put pulp that it was probably a bad thing.
Oh, Bobby's always the home runs. What are you talking about?
No, it wasn't the fact that someone was flirting with Bobby. It's just that it was in the way that she was doing it. It was pretty.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Nice one.
like that's the home run. Do you like crunchy peanut butter?
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. I mean, I prefer creamy, but crunchy, like for a different texture at times, that's wonderful.
I like crunchy peanut butter for a snack, but not for Sammy's.
I don't even know. Okay, like you mean like off the spoon? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, with like a little
just
bit of whipped
peanuts
cream.
with like
a little bit
yeah. Oh, what?
Cream. Yeah, you get the spoon, you get a little bit of whipped cream, and a little bit of.
Oh, you're fat kid talking me, and I love this.
Yeah, and then dash of cinnamon on top. It's actually depending on what whipped cream and peanut butter use. Great keto snack. Fun fact.
Okay, I'll have to look it up. Thank you, appreciate that.
There's no looking it up. There's 3 ingredients. There you go.
I'm gonna have to look up how to make that for sure. Meredith gets the double. Is only 1 bowl away from the win here.
Unless Olivia hits
math-wise, it's 4-3 or 4-1. Here we go. Oh no, one more.
Oh,
big dart from OT from the TO.
OT.
That is a KO if I've ever seen one.
There's the peanut butter on your spoon. Shout out to Will when he clips that conversation out, by the way. We're just really killing Will. Eric Gregory saying that's too much work for a snack. My brother, I sit at my computer desk with a jar of peanut butter, a spoon, whipped cream, and cinnamon. There's no work.
You gotta gather all those supplies together. That's a lot, man.
I have my own peanut butter that no one else in the house should eat. If they do, that's a them problem. And I go to town.
So Nick's about to move in by himself, guys, and I need you to understand, don't touch that peanot butter, okay? Don't make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He does not have communal peanut butter. He has solo peanut butter for himself.
Ain't nobody having communal nut butter in my house. What are you talking about?
All right, OT up 5-2. Yep. And another opening where OT gets a 5 mark and Meredith opens with only 2 to start the leg. So we're going to have to move down to the 1917s range where she's had a lot of success. It's just it puts her behind the 8 ball so quickly. And when you're already down 5-2 and now 2 darts, it becomes a larger frustration than you really want to deal with right now.
The question becomes, Sean, does the 4 bowl hit there from Olivia, was that the difference maker and what locks in this match? What, do you think it was the KO
It was the
punch?
KO. Yeah, it was the knockout. Yeah, it was almost the OTK, right? It was the Olivia Terry knockout. So, yeah, it's not that it's hard to come back from something like that. It's the timing. It's now 5-2, right? If it's 4-3 versus 5-2, race to 7 is much different than race to 9. So that's where I say that is it's going to be a little bit too much to overcome with how well Olivia's been playing.
Well, it's not out of it yet. Olivia didn't close the door. Meredith needed that dart to find the 19 because if she hits a 6, she could potentially justify closing that 20 or at least get the 9 to try to get the point lead back. It's a little tough right now to see this going a different direction, especially with that first dart from OT. Hey, no, Donald, what? Olivia Terry, it's the white horse. Donald, don't quote me. It's a safe space tonight. What are we talking about?
Boom goes the dynamite. TNT for OT. And yeah, if the 4 bolts was the knockout punch, I believe that 9 mark might be.
I forgot to hit the button earlier. That's why you guys saw the animation so late. It's not the best performance in Make to Share tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
He's been great on comms for the most part. That giddy up sound was pretty decent.
Can I hear yours?
No. Good evening, Steph. Hope you're doing well. It's 5.67. Yeah, I'm not even going to try that.
You knew I was still waiting.
Yeah, and I knew you were like, maybe he's still going to do it, because you just said no real quickly, and usually when he says no like that, that's really a yes sometimes. But yeah, it's a yeah, no, is what that was. Yeah, no.
Understood. Yeah, Olivia Terry going to put herself at match point from this position unless something crazy happens in this leg. You can't rule out anything in this matchup, but you have to imagine a 6-2. I mean, it would be setting up Murph to try to go on one of the most improbable comeback runs.
And I wouldn't put it past her.
Certainly 35 years of experience, a total ambassador for the sport, and someone that's really good at self-pacing. These are the types of what makes a comeback. But even then, it's Olivia feeling good and Olivia throwing good. She's averaging, again, a 4 dead flat right now.
Yep. And that's really the difference in all of this. It's not what Meradith is necessarily doing or not doing. It's what Olivia is doing to dictate the scoreline, to dictate this lead. Where Meradith has to steal those legs when it's 4-3. OT has been shooting so well tonight that she is going to have a much better chance of closing this out from this point forward, just because of how well she's played.
Well, and now looking a little bit past this match, not to, count the chickens before the cows come home, but
don't peekaboo yet. What are you peekabooing for?
I'm peekabooing. I'm peekabooing because a 4-0 performance is the type of stuff that OT would need to get to in her Shea Cole matchup if she does get through this. There's just a lot to like.
I agree. I agree completely. It is going to be 2 weeks from now, right? So there is going to be a space there where anything can happen in 2 weeks' time. OT versus Shea is quickly becoming a rivalry in a very positive way, but Meradith is not done yet, and no one is sitting here saying that is the case. We know how well she can play, and we know that she can do that consistently, but she's gonna have to pick it up right now.
Well, and again,
and get lucky sometimes.
Shea warmed up Olivia tonight. I mean, they are some of the best of friends for each other, right? They have a lot of love and respect. And that's kind of what played into some of the nervy nature of the match that we saw last time they played against each other. I don't think that'll be the case this time. I think you're spot on, Sean. It'll be very interesting to see what that looks like in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If it goes that route. I would also be looking forward to Meredith taking on Shea, because this would be a heck of a comeback if that ends up being the case. One that we're going to talk about for a long time.
Well, I would
sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if I was Meredith and I was listening to this section, I would say, man, I'm motivated right now because I want to make this commentary section age like milk and really get that win and pull off the most incredible WCS comeback. It looks like a little lag on Meredith's side, though. Don't mind that.
Yeah, did you just say the word milk?
Age like milk. It means age poorly.
Like MELK? What is milk?
Milk? What do you mean? Like milk?
Are you saying milk or milk?
Cool whip. What are you talking about? What do you mean? You're saying the same thing twice.
I am not. People in the chat, there's a difference between what he's saying and what I'm saying. Anyway, back to the match. I don't think that this would age like milk would sitting out. We're saying that she has a chance here. This is not, we know what she can do. Now, she dropped that first start hard. That might be a little bit more problematic. The internet certainly is right this second. But as far as what she can do, this would be a more impressive comeback than Willie Walker coming back on Mike Maloney and beating him 9-8.
Milk.
See, first of all, Sugar Shane is from Wisconsin, and he just said that it's milk, not milk. And I know that in Wisconsin, that's where that is a a hard E on that milk.
Milk.
So if it's coming from Sugar Shane, there you go.
What are you saying? You're saying the same word. Like, what are you saying?
Milk.
Milk.
Yeah, you were saying milk.
Yeah, you need some milk.
No, stop it. There. It's like ill. It's not L. It's ilk.
Yeah.
Not elk.
Yeah, an elk drinks milk.
I'm going to kill you. All right.
Tour. Aaron Mooney asking
you
a great question
tour
here.
Too. Is he?
Well, I didn't read the full thing before I started saying that. Nick, are the three of y'all not Sean playing TPFL this season? Have no videos talking about it. Well, I famously put out one video about my DPFL season and proceeded to not make the other 7 or 8. No, I am not playing DPFL this season because I'm moving across the country and the season just started. I decided it was not worth trying to include that into my scheduling.
Excuses.
I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. I'm still doing the Tuesday streams for the most part, but alongside Will alternating with me.
You're gonna be on there tomorrow night?
I will not.
Oh, I thought you just said that you enjoyed doing the streams.
He alternates. Yeah, just not every Tuesday. Just sometimes.
I'm just kidding. I knew that you were doing it tomorrow. I'm just being a jerk.
Milk.
Milk.
Wah.
Crying over some spilt milk. Is that what you're saying?
That's me. If I was crying over spilled milk, that's what I would sound like.
All right. Back to the match where this has gone off the rails big time. Remember I said we were doing great? We screwed that up big time at this point.
Jen and Will are still playing DPFL. Final answer, by the way. Sorry, just wanted to say that part too.
And it is
I thought they were.
It is water.
Maybe they're not.
Not water.
Actually, no, I don't think Will got in. I think Jen is. I don't know. I don't know the answer to your question, Aaron. I don't know why I answered it.
He has no idea. It was a great question because he doesn't know. I will say this. I'm not playing. He did get that part right, as you did.
Take over, Sean, for a little bit. I need a second.
All right. Perfect. As OT only gets a 1 mark. You need a second? And anyway, back to Meredith. She's sitting on a 12-point deficit, looking up at the 18, trying to get that point lead back. Got to stay there now. Oh, gets aggressive with it. I don't like that play when it's a 6-2 scoreline, Nick.
Okay. Yes and no, right? Like, if it's a 6-2 scoreline, is there even an incorrect decision you can do? Because at this point, you have to play perfect regardless of what you're aiming at to an extent. Yes, you want to still play some smart strategy. Yes, Olivia Terry is going to go ahead and do that and absolutely punch her with a broom goes the janitor. But
do you want to build a snowman?
If you have to win 4 legs to get to the diddle and 5 legs on the spin, your mentality then becomes I get to do what I want because it probably doesn't matter anyway. So it's max comfortability darts from this point on, in my opinion.
Yeah, and 6 legs to get the lead and 7 legs to get the win. I just wanted to finish your rhyme.
It's not. That would be.
I know.
That would be CSC.
I know.
That would be CS.
No, for sure. I'm just saying, like, it would have been great, like, for 7 for the win.
No.
Anyway, OT is starting to hit some doubles too. She's just doing whatever she wants right this second.
Yeah, she's been doing that for a little bit now, right? She likes the doubles incorporated in her game. I personally, in soft tip, am a big fan of it as well. I know we've had our opinions on it. I know that I've said what I've said about it. Well, you know this. I've always said this. I said if you're a 4 or higher, you can do it, and I truly believe my heart of hearts that both these girls are 4s.
Flippy floppy. You have flippy floppy.
I don't know what that was, but can you do it again?
Murph trying to not repeat the 7s and hit some 16s, but she is running out of time.
Technically, she had 15 seconds.
Time in this match.
No, exactly right there. This is a corner pocket shot for OT from the TO. Making sure this does not go to OT and TONIGHT.
Yeah, it's a lot of letters you just said there, but it's a coffin shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, basically getting the wins up and primed away for Olivia Terry. Meredith just unfortunately could not really get it going tonight. 3.26. And it's going to go down a little bit more after this leg. Olivia did what we expect out of her. Again, I say that in my heart of hearts, these girls are both 4s. Olivia was a 4 tonight.
Yes, she was, and earned every bit of this victory. And Shay's going to know what's heading her direction. She knows what OT can bring, and she's going to expect it out of OT in a couple weeks. Before that, next week we're going to get Taylor Thaxton taking on Jillian Phillips next Monday. And buddy, I don't know about you, but I'm real excited for that battle.
Well, I don't know about you, but got a dad or grad in your life? Celebrate all their achievements with 20% off your next A to Z Darts gift card purchase, or purchase both and you and your dad or grad the June Dart of the Month. Yep. Just have the banner over at a-zdarts.com for all your shopping needs. That's a-zdarts for all your shopping needs.
Well, we know that there is a dad in your house, but we know that there's also not a grad after you just read that. And that will do it for OT from the TO. Big 364 from Olivia Terry.
Yeah, great win from her tonight. Finishing with a 4-0 flat to the 3.18 from Meradith McGee. Meredith just not able to get the run that she wanted. Her tournament run's not over yet, though, as she's going to give a little celebration there. Look at that. She's feeling it.
Yeah. She shot lights out. Definitely deserved that victory. Really impressive display from Olivia Terry. And for Meredith, now to the loser side where... man, does it not get easier at all. So looking forward to a great rest of this year. Next, those top 4, Olivia Terry, Shay Cole, Taylor Thaxton, Jillian Phillips, is a fantastic top 4. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am.
Yeah, well, probably the top 4. Maybe you could change out. You could change out anybody. This is a very elite bracket, but I think that top 4, there's nothing there. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Or look at that incredible run. Like, no, these are runs I expect from these talented shooters, and I'm really happy to see. And of course, on the other side of the bracket, really excited to see how it continues to develop on that side, because any one of these ladies on their day can make this happen, and it's about making your day week after week. And that's the real secret to the sauce.
Yeah, there's a lot of battles that are going on that loser side of the bracket. And we always see someone start off with a loss early on and make a deep, deep run. So who's that going to be this season? That remains to be seen. But, buddy, it's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed every second of it, and looking forward to seeing again next week. Enjoy your move, and good luck with it.
Yeah, my last stream in Florida. Goodbye. See you guys around. I'm going around town. See you around. Thanks, guys.
Guys, have an absolutely wonderful night, and we will see you next week.
Yep, it's been a good one. See you guys later.
Got
Goodbye.
it.